Okay, so what I'm going to show you today is what happens if we have a line that is parallel to the axis. Now, if I draw this line here through +2, it's parallel to the x-axis. What you need to know is that every point on this line has a common intersect. So this point here is the point 2, 2. So it lines up with 2 from the x and 2 on the y. This point down here is 1, 2, 3, 4, -4, 2. So you'll see that every point on this line here has a common y coordinate. So, and it passes through 2 on the y-axis. So we call this line here y equals 2. For every x point, y equals 2. Now, similarly, if I draw this line here down through -1 on the x-axis, every point on that line there, so take this point here, this is the point -1, -2, where the x is -1 and the y is -2. And this point up here is the point -1, 4. So for every point on this line here, x is equal to -1. Okay, the x is -1 here, the x is -1 here, and it passes through -1 here. So if I was to graph the line x equals 4, that would mean that for all points, the x would be equal to 4. So regardless of what the y is, the x would be 4 before. So if I was going to graph the point 4, 3, the x is 4, the y is 3. So if I go to my graph, where the x is 4 and the y is 3 is that point there. So if I was going to graph 4 -2, again, the x is 4 and go down to -2 is there. So for all points of x, where x is 4, there's our line where x equals 4. And lastly, if I'm going to do where y equals -3, I would be looking for points that might be -4, -3. Okay, my y coordinate is -3, and let's say 2, -3. So there's 2 points where my y is -3, and it doesn't matter what my x is. So if I find the point -4, 3, so -3 is down here, that point there, and 2 -3, so across 2 and down -3. So if I draw my line across here, every point on that line, y is -3. So that's how we graph lines that are parallel to the axis. Okay.